But this is where I started. I'm a little tired. I went to a concert last night, and I'm going to tell you how I got there. But I started looking for pictures for Meatloaf on Flickr, and I found lots of great imagery, and there's plenty to be had there. And I started getting hungry, so I actually went to allrecipes.com, found this great recipe. 21,366 people love this recipe. I was like, shit, you know what? I'm going to make myself some meatloaf. Great idea. And then all of a sudden, I was like, you know what? I don't want to make meatloaf. I just want the best meatloaf in town. Where can I find that? So I went to Yelp, and I searched it, and I found, oh, Pops, and the All-Star Sandwich Bar. Great places. Pops, I don't feel like trying to find parking in the freaking Back Bay. There's no way I'm getting Pops meatloaf tonight, but I do know now where it is. So I went to YouTube. I started watching this great video from Betty about comfort food meatloaf. It was awesome. I got 3 minutes in. I was like, this is a 10-minute freaking video? I'm not watching this. It's way too freaking long. So I went to 5min.com, and I found this great how to make a meatloaf that's only 3 minutes and 25 seconds. I was like, this is my kind of speed. I'm going to watch how to make some great meatloaf. But then she started talking about a meatloaf pan, and I was like, crap, a meatloaf pan? I didn't even know you need one of those to make meatloaf. So I went to Amazon. I bought myself an Amazon. Found myself a meatloaf pan that was awesome, only $12.99. I got Prime, so I'm waiting for shipping. Decided I'd do some research. Went to Wikipedia. Did you know that meatloaf is from the 5th century? It's from Pennsylvania. Had no idea. I thought, this is great. I'm learning all about meatloaf, and there's all different kinds. Then I was like, you know, that's a lot of damn ground beef. There's no way I'm eating 2 pounds of ground beef, because how many calories does that have? So I went to Wolfram Alpha, 2,137 calories, most of it from fat. That's 2 times my daily allowance in one meatloaf. No way, not meatloaf. I'm not eating meatloaf. So I went to Facebook, found a Meatloaf Sucks group, which now I'm a member of, and I was like, this is much better. I'm very paranoid. I went to WebMD. I was like, you know, if you don't cook meatloaf all the way through, you can get E. coli. Sure enough, you got to get it to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. You got to actually have a meat thermometer. Shit, I got to go back to Amazon eventually. I got to buy myself a meat thermometer. But who's talking about it on Twitter? Oh, this guy has a fiance who makes banging meatloaf. Maybe I'll ask her how to make meatloaf that's really banging. Or there's this guy with still got a clue of what the hell I just ate. That made me a little nervous. So I went back to Amazon, went to search for the meatloaf pan again to cancel my order. And what the hell what the? Meatloaf, the artist? I forgot about that guy. He's freaking awesome. So I went to Amazon.com, found meatloaf. And I was like, wait a second, what did I do differently? And I realized I put a space this time between meatloaf. Oh man, come on, seriously? So I went to dictionary.com and I checked meatloaf. And I was like, you know what, there's 2 definitions. Can you spell it with a space and 2 spaces? Let's see. Yes, you can. I'm not wrong. What the hell's wrong with Amazon? So then, after I went to dictionary.com, I decided I should go to AllMusic and check out more about Meatloaf, the artist. And I found out his name's Marvin Leah Day. Very, very cool. Great guy. Went to IMDb because I remember I saw him on a TV show recently. Could not remember what TV show. And then I realized, oh, he was on Monk. I love Monk. Monk's a great show. I'm definitely going to have to get some meatloaf tonight. And then I realized, you know what? I saw this. Tomorrow night at the Bank of America Pavilion, meatloaf. Yeah. I'm going to get me some meatloaf one way or another. So I went to Craigslist, bought myself some tickets to the Meatloaf concert. This morning I went to Flickr, uploaded my pictures of the concert, and I realized I was back at where I freaking started. That is how I ended up at the Meatloaf concert. So that, you all right, guys? So this is what I call branded content aggregation. So it's a kind of fancy term to talk to you about how exactly I search.